The Sunday school lesson for August 27, 2023 is God's Great Mercy. Luke chapter 18, verses 9 through 14. Welcome, viewers and subscribers, to my channel, The Backstory. If you are new here, this is the agenda. I will share the backstory, read the lesson text, and offer a brief lesson summary. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment. The backstory takes us to Luke chapter 18, verses 1 through 8, the parable of the persistent widow, which precedes the parable that is the focus of the lesson today. Let's begin. The parable of the persistent widow. Then Jesus told his disciples a parable to show them that they should always pray and not give up. He said, in a certain town, there was a judge who neither feared God nor cared what people thought. And there was a widow in that town who kept coming to him with the plea, grant me justice against my adversary. For some time he refused, but finally he said to himself, even though I don't fear God or care what people think, yet because this widow keeps bothering me, I will see that she gets justice so that she won't eventually come and attack me. And the Lord said, listen to what the unjust judge says. And will not God bring about justice for his chosen ones who cry out to him day and night? Will he keep putting them off? I tell you, he will see that they get justice, and quickly. However, when the Son of Man comes, will he find faith on the earth? God's great mercy. Luke chapter 18, verses 9 through 14. Time AD 30. Place on the way to Jerusalem. Golden text. Everyone that exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. Luke chapter 18, verse 14. Verse 9. And he spake this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves that they were righteous, and despised others, his vineyard. Verse 10. Two men went up into the temple to pray, the one a Pharisee and the other a publican. Verse 11. The Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, God, I thank thee that I am not as other men are, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as this publican. Verse 12, I fast twice in the week. I give tithes of all that I possess. Verse 13, and the publican, standing afar off, would not lift up so much as his eyes unto heaven, but smote upon his breast, saying, God be merciful to me, a sinner. Verse 14, I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other. For everyone that exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. A brief summary. The Pharisee's prayer was about himself and by himself. It was devoted mainly to bragging about how good he was. Though the prayer was normally addressed to God, it gave him thanks for nothing but the Pharisee's self-perceived goodness. Instead of boasting, the tax collector confessed his sin and begged for mercy. Phrase after phrase described his sense of humility and shame before God as he stood at a distance. The Pharisee asked for no mercy and received none. The tax collector begged for mercy and was justified, forgiven. Prayer is most effective the more clearly We see God and see ourselves. Thank you so much for watching. Join me soon for the next backstory. Stay safe.